Hey guys, hello and welcome to day 98, or the end of week 14 of my attempt to break the record of most films seen in a cinema in 1 year. I am now at 206 films seen, and this week has been pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I saw some great films like Johnny Handsome with Michael Rourke from 1989, to Marlene Dietrich films because there's currently a retrospective happening at the Christine 21 cinema. So I saw what some French medias called the most important film ever made. It's a great film, but I wouldn't go that far, which was The Blue Angel by Josef von Sternberg, and I also saw Angel by Ernst Lubitsch, also by with Marlene Dietrich. And even though I'd agree that The Blue Angel was a better film overall and more important, I'd say that I had more fun watching Angel. But one of the films that I need to mention here today is The Mummy. Now, The Mummy is by Alex Kurtzman with Tom Cruise and Sofia Boutella. Is Universal's second attempt to launch their monsters and gods cinematic universe with the Frankenstein's monster, Wolfman, Invisible Man, and all that things, movies that are going to come in the next years. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to those. And it's their second attempt because they already started or tried to launch this universe with Dracula Untold, which failed financially and critically. And in this instance, The Mummy, it's not doing well domestically and critically because I think on Rotten Tomatoes, the last time I checked, it was at 17%, and financially, it made in the United States, I think less than 30 million its opening weekend, or 40 max. And the second weekend, it had a drop of 54%, losing largely against Wonder Woman, which was a great film, which I talked about last week. Um, Now, I didn't hate the film. I wouldn't go as far as give it 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Although this is a misconception. This is a misconception. Rotten Tomatoes doesn't give out, grades and percentages. It's just it collects opinions and grades given by several critics and just matches them into one number. So I don't even know if I would give it a positive review. I'll try because, like I said, I don't like to talk badly about films. So the thing is, I'm going to talk about the first two-third of the film at first because this film, there are several commandments, in my opinion, that apply to films, and the first commandment would be a film has to be entertaining, engaging, captivating. And I'd say that in this instance, this film, The Mummy, succeeded. It was entertaining with action. It's Tom Cruise filmed, so you were able to expect that from such a film with Tom Cruise. And I like the mythology. Sofia Boutella is a great mummy, in my opinion. The story behind her, where she comes from, what she does, the curses and all, is very interesting and engaging, in my opinion. So I was very into all that stuff. Um, you know, Two-thirds of the film where you establish the characters that were interesting. They set up some things for the expanded universe that sometimes were a bit much, or just say unnecessary, or didn't play into anything in the rest of the film. So I don't know if it was necessary to see it right away. It was just to give the aha effect and to show that this is a world of gods and monsters and there's much more to come. But then the third act did not respect my second commandment, which would be consistent or coherent, almost realistic. I know you can't be realistic in a film that is about mummies, monsters, gods, evil creatures, and all that, but it's more about when you set up some things, which they did in the first third of the film and throughout the second third, and then you get to the point of resolution of the film, and then they kind of throw everything away, and you are left with just this feeling of wonderment. What the hell? Why? How is that possible? You just establish something and then you choose to go that route, which is kind of contradictory, or just doesn't follow in the footsteps of what you've established before. So in that regard, seeing the grades, or seeing the results of Rotten Tomatoes, I was two-thirds through the film. I was wondering why it was so bad, but then it really paused the path a little bit. So I'm still looking forward to this universe, and I think it's going to. I mean, Universal, even though they may not be happy with the outcome of the overall numbers, um, considering what they were expecting, it's still doing well overseas and in the world. It's doing very well. It's to make it to my back, and they're going to move forward, I suppose, with the rest of the films, and I'm going to be looking forward to the rest of the films and to this universe because it's interesting. I like monsters and all, so hoping that I won't melt until next week. I wish you a good evening, a good day, and this week I'm going to actually Saturday I may watch seven films in one day. It's going to be tough, but I hope I'll make it. So let me know what you thought about this film. I wish you well. Salut.